sports. It's in the game.
I must say it's a real privilege to be here. Millions from around the world are tuning in for the biggest final in club football, the Champions League final. I'm Derek Ray, my co-commentator is, as always, Lee Dixon, and with the atmosphere building up very nicely, we're just minutes away from kick-off time. It's Paris Saint-Germain taking on Liverpool.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure, Derek, to be here. Very, very lucky indeed to be broadcasting to millions and millions of people, let alone watching this fantastic game. I'm sure the players are a little bit nervous as well, with that audience looming in the background, tuning in on their televisions. It's going to be a great night. I'm very excited to be here. Hopefully we get the game that this tournament deserves.
Is it the final of the UEFA Champions League? It's where everyone wants to be. Only two sides can accomplish that feat. And Lee, it's going to be fascinating to see what happens tonight.
Well, it is. It's the big parter. It will be after the game. But as players, it's very difficult to try and stay in the moment and not get carried away. And that's the job of the senior players in the dressing room, but also the coach. Look around your team, see the calm ones, have a word with them, get them to pass the message on. Stick to the game plan, go out and win the game.
And they're underway now in the Champions League final. We're about to find out which team is the best in Europe. Introducing the Paris Saint-Germain starters. Keylor Navas is the goalkeeper. Marquinhos plays alongside Presnel Kimpembe at the back. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. And in with a real chance. Well, it might still work out for them. Thiago! He's going to be angry with himself, Lee, having failed to take that chance so early in the game.
Well, the first chance of a game's important, but the first goal, sometimes it comes, you're not expecting it.
So the starting lineup for Liverpool. Alisson begins in goal. Andrew Robertson starts with Trent Alexander-Arnold in the fullback positions. Mohamed Salah plays with Sadio Mane out wide. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. Considering the form book, Lee, Kylian Mbappe has got to be... Oh, what an opportunity! On his own, with only the keeper to beat, and still he's missed it.
Well, he had one thought, power. He should have thought composure.
Thiago. This is Salah. Well, he likes to run at them. Wijnaldum waiting. Well, thumped clear. Moise Kean. Well, that's one for them to pursue. It could be for Mbappe. Well, that is a moment he would like to airbrush from history.
Well, he's had an absolute nightmare there. The goal's in front of him, just hit it.
Wijnaldum. And out of play for a Paris Saint-Germain throw-in. Marquinhos. Not giving him a moment's peace. Promising looking ball. And Di Maria is in here. And it's there for him. Verratti! There it is. And he could scarcely have had an easier finish.
Well, I'm sure you want to see this again. Where is everybody? The defenders, nowhere to be seen. It's an open goal.
A chance to revisit the goal. And Liverpool get the ball moving again, looking to find a reply to that setback. Thiago. Fabinho. It's with Roberto Firmino. Salah. Thiago. Good looking ball. Plenty of options. Mane. Oh, that pass easy on the eye. Oh, goodness me, off the post.
Well, they're so unlucky not to be level in this one, Derek. It was a great effort.
Mbappe. And he's made headway. Keeper did his job to begin with. And I think the threat has been averted. Working brilliantly as a team to force the clearance. It will be a throw. The cross is on. Losing possession here. Alexander-Arnold.
PSG possession stats are not too good, but to their credit, they've been absolutely blistering on the counter-attack. They just sit back, hit you on the break, and it's really working for this team.
And they deal with the threat this time. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Can they take advantage of the situation? Oh, so many possible... Oh, the referee has given it! Penalty it is! Penalty given and yellow card handed out.
Well, we can see the coach doesn't think that's a yellow.
And the penalty is converted. I don't think anyone really questioned him.
We'll see it again here, Derek. Looks easy, doesn't it? I can tell you it isn't. I'm telling you now.
slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall in that dressing room if it stays like this, Derek. He's not happy. Just look at him.
It's going. Their way, 2-0. Thiago. It's with Roberto Firmino. Here is Thiago. Roberto Firmino. Alexander-Arnold. Wijnaldum now. An authoritative piece of defending from Alessandro Florenzi on that occasion. They've regained possession. Lovely ball over the top. Always going to be the goalkeeper's ball. Florenzi. Paredes. On a pass that lacks quality. Real chance. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper. Well, Derek, I feel for him, I really do. It's just not happening in front of goal for his team today.
And he's fired over the corner. It might still be problematic. Half-time in the Champions League final. Well, we're not quite at the stage where we're tracking the record margin of victory in a major European final, but not far away, Lee.
Well, we were expecting a lot more, weren't we? A lot more competitive football. We haven't had that. Very, very one-sided. Now the coach, go into that dressing room and earn your money. Get your team back into this. Change something.
And they're underway now in the Champions League final. We're about to find out which team is the... Oh, what an opportunity! On his own with only the keeper to beat, and still he's missed it.
Well, he had one thought, power. He should have thought composure.
And it's there for him. There it is, and he could scarcely have had an easier finish. Can they take advantage of the situation? Well, so many penalty given and yellow card handed out. And the penalty is converted. I don't think anyone really questioned him. On a pass that lacks quality. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save.
"45 minutes separating these two sides from glory. The second half of the Champions League final begins. Andrew Robertson. It's with Roberto Firmino. And Paris Saint-Germain with the ball again. Good movement. It's got to be Neymar. Really good diving save. The delivery from Neymar. Great chance with that header, but he sent it wide of the post.
Well, it's quite easy to head that one over the bar. This time he just gets his angles wrong, just past the post.
Paredes and Keane.
Well, Liverpool's certainly enjoying the lion's share of possession. However, after that, the coach will be disappointed with what they've produced. They need to be a little bit more clinical in front of goal.
Not the best clearance. Salah crossed accurately towards the far post. Thiago. Was an important piece of defending. And the referee has decided to award the free kick to PSG. And they're making a change. Paredes. And that was a very fine read. Now what can Paris Saint-Germain do from this position? Gives it a go. Oh, good hit, close shave. Ozan Kabak. Milner. And Mohamed Salah now. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Oh, big chance. And a fine stop. And a PSG corner. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Played into the centre of the box. Di Maria. Well, no danger now. Roberto Firmino. The ball back with PSG now. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Alexander-Arnold. On attacking possibilities. Pulls it back. No failure to keep the ball by Liverpool. Di Maria. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Oxlade-Chamberlain. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Now, what on earth happened there? And making sure nothing untoward happened following the cross. Firmino. And a decent delivery. Well, no problems defensively. He's lost out here, Oxlade-Chamberlain. It will be claimed by the keeper. 10 minutes left for play in this match. Well, that's a splendid piece of challenging. Andrew Robertson. He made it look simple, really. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Di Maria. Excellent ball towards the front post. And the keeper won't be complaining about that cross. Poor quality. Milner. It's with Roberto Firmino. An incisive pass. Not a great pass. Salah. And here's Milner. In search of space. Not finished yet. Not quite yet. Still excitement left in the game.
Well, here is the replay. It's a good goal, isn't it? It gives them a glimmer of hope, but you have to say, they haven't been good enough today. I think it's too little, too late, Derek.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Well, 3 minutes of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. Just the challenge that was required. Full time! Parisian pride shines through. PSG have cleared the final hurdle in the Champions League.
Well, almost no words are needed. You just look down at the celebrations, the relief after the final whistle. Commiserations to the other players, but it's a celebration time now. All that sacrifice and commitment and desire to win a trophy, and they've won the biggest one. Absolutely brilliant.
This is what Paris Saint-Germain have been targeting for a good number of years. It's official now, they are, PSG, the best in Europe League.
Well, breathe it in, breathe these moments in. How many times you get the chance to stand on a podium, let alone pick that trophy up. Deep breaths from the captain just before he actually puts his hand on this famous trophy.
The cup with the big ears, as they sometimes call it, and it's the property now, for this year at any rate, of PSG.
Well, they'll be celebrating long into the night with their friends and family, and quite rightly so. It'll be a late night, Derek, I'm sure.
A fantastic feeling for all concerned as they drink it in.
Oh, this is the moment I love, sharing it with the fans. The ticker tape's coming down, the family's in the stand, giving them all a wave. Well, they've travelled all over Europe watching this team. Now they get to share in this moment. Fantastic.
Well, it took fire as well as ice on the pitch.
Well, they've come together in this competition as a team, and they're celebrating together now. Fully deserved.
And you are looking at the best club side in Europe. Oh, what an opportunity! On his own, with only the keeper to beat, and still he's missed it.
Well, he had one thought, power. He should have thought composure.
And it's there for him. There it is, and he could scarcely have had an easier finish. Can they take advantage of the situation? Oh, so many penalty given and yellow card handed out. And the penalty is converted. I don't think anyone really questioned him. But a pass that lacks quality. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was...
Got a couple statements to make and some paper to chase. I've been grafting all year, still ain't taking a break. Find my need to vacate, get my shades out the case. Trust me, can't nobody ever throw shade on the H. Ain't never easy, had to wait for my plate. Promises were made, but man, are blatantly fake. Had to change up my ways, I just weighed up the game. Now the radio plays, I just making me cake. Looking steezy, got your girlfriend in the feelings. Then I'm linking Simon, talking millions in meetings. 19 years old, 4 bills and we go eating. 19 on the plate, 4 circles on the keyring. Looking at the charts, come like looking in the mirror. Murdered every feature when you greet me, call me killer. Rapper, not a preacher, God forgive me, I'm a sinner. But I know you got my back, so I give thanks before my dinner. Hottest jungle in the UK, give up what you say. They was popping back then, cause it's a new day. Rapping back, you're 30, it's too late. Running up your gums, you ain't worthy, it's too fake. Chopping rhythms up with YJ, gotta whip a new tape. Blocking women out my...
Dreaming to sounds that carry me so far. Go.
A mí me gusta every time you look at me that way. A mí me gusta all the things you need every day. A mí me gusta en cada detalle que te hago y que me haces bien. It's what I like, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just what I like, yeah. A mí me gusta las mujeres when they shake that, yeah, yeah, yeah. A mí me gusta when they want, they go and get it, yeah, yeah, yeah. A mí me gusta, a mí me gusta, a mí me gusta. Tra.
Ponte creativa. Todas las mujeres son hermosas, pero las más que me gustan son latinas. Ella no es lesbiana, pero a veces escondida a su amiga, su amiga, su amiga. Al ritmo de la música ella mueve la cadera, se me pone hiperactiva. Hace las cosas y no la pillan, ya, 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 ya. De todo tú di de qué forma y te como yo escojo. Todas esas tú las volverías a hacer. Ella es mi alma gemela, los dos somos adictos, adictos.
A mí me gusta las mujeres when they shake that, yeah, yeah, yeah. A mí me gusta when they want, they go and get it, yeah, yeah, yeah. A mí me gusta, a mí me gusta, a mí me gusta. Tra. Yeah, 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 yeah. Tra. Yeah, 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 yeah. Tra. I don't know what you used to, but I know that you have never tried something like this. I don't know what you used to, but it doesn't matter, cause I know you got like this. Es lo que tienes ahí, lay it down on my body. Lo que tú quieres de mí, do whatever you got. A mí me gusta las mujeres when they shake that, yeah, yeah, yeah. A mí me gusta when they want, they go and get it, yeah, yeah, yeah. A mí me gusta, a mí me gusta, a mí me gusta. Tra. Yeah, yeah,
voces controlling me. It's the devil in me that likes winning, yeah. I'm round the corner, you see me coming. I'm on this thing like, yeah, with it.
They call me a killer, but I would just say I'm focused. Strong like a pillar, on top of you like a locust. Don't play around, I'm bound for pound. You heard me say, I'm with it. Booyah, booyah, ain't no get away. If you flare up, there will come your way. Booyah, booyah, ain't no get away. If you flare up, lay you hard was my name. Kill your title, won't forfeit. You as bad as your aim. You're drinking my bullets, I'm shooting from corner lane. You're failing, I've been winning. You my face, I've been chilling while you're falling. I'm here grinning on my pockets, I'm here feeling.
La bulla en la grada gritando mi nombre. Tú vas tripeado que nadie te responde. Estoy tan duro que no hay que ser fronte. Tengo comiendo más grama que un cabro en el monte. Activado llevo sangre de los campeones. Yo soy el mejor, tú sabes las razones. No sudo una gota y me caen millones. En la calle que un chustro PR. Fácil pa' mí que tu nombre yo entierre.
Booyah, booyah, ain't no get away. If you flare up, there will come your day. Booyah, booyah, ain't no get away. If you flare up, booyah, booyah, ain't no get away. If you flare up, there will come your day. Booyah, booyah, ain't no get away. If you flare up.
Diamonds on the same, baby.
Ain't funny how things change when you're older. Getting so much older. Don't you wish that someone could have come and told you? And there's some things I'd like to say. They'll never come out in any way. Don't forget, things change when you're older. Wish I was younger when I kissed your lips. How did it ever even come to this? All this time, you were mine, pressed a little hard. And I'm beginning to think that I need to numb what's going on, where I came from. Wish I was younger when I kissed your lips. How did it ever even come to this? All this time, you were mine, pressed a little hard. Wish I was younger when I kissed your lips. How did it ever even come to this? All this time, you were mine, pressed a little hard. Now I'm getting older. Can you make me stronger? Wish I was younger when I kissed your lips. How did it ever even come to this? All this time, you were mine, pressed a little hard. Wish I was younger when I kissed your lips. How did it ever even come to this? All this time, you were mine, pressed a little hard.
Non sopporto la noia, stavo sempre in mezzo ai guai. So che non sono solo qualcuno là fuori che capisce bene quello che intendo se no non ci siamo. Dice di no, allora vorrei sapere tu che fai. Non sopporto la gente che si dice sempre mai. So che non sono solo qualcuno annoio io mi finisco tutta la serie, oppure dormo, oppure vedo qualcuno che appoggi sto mio sogno, oppure torno a sognare da solo, mi sveglio male la mattina, yeah, non voglio vedere para, e quindi e quindi e ti mando due kiss, ti mando due kiss, ti mando due kiss, ma rispondi please, ma che te la tiri dai fatti. Sto sulla luna, non fate i bambini, non fate i carini, se poi siete squali, tappate le ali dai amici e vicini. Non sopporto la noia, stavo sempre in mezzo ai guai, so che non sono solo qualcuno là fuori, capisce bene quello che intendo se non ci siamo. Dici di non allora vorrei sapere tu che fai, non sopporto la gente che si dice sempre mai, so che non sono solo qualcuno là fuori, capisce bene quello che intendo se non ci siamo. Dici di non allora vorrei sapere tu che fai.
Anche questa notte faccio guai, non mi importa se mi chiedi come voglio farli, sopra il palco cascali, alzo il collo non si toglie, sembra una sciarpa, l'inverno è goloso, amo il blu, sguardo in su, come parla sia mio nonno che ci faccio su, quindi faccio su, la gente che giura alla fine sta mentendo, lo senti cosa dici, ma non siamo amici, se dici che il mondo è un posto dove star divisi, per me sei solo noia. L'odio costa come goia, di contani come prive, cachet, mace, te sei te, fatto con me, per avere citare me con gli altri. E c'ho un peso sullo stomaco come quando alleno il diaframma, credo solo a mia mamma, se pensi a tutto quello che è successo fino ad ora, viviamo poco più di una farfalla.
Non sopporto la noia, stavo sempre in mezzo ai guai, so che non sono solo qualcuno là fuori, capisci bene quello che intendo se non ci siamo. Dici di non, allora vorrei sapere tu che fai. Sopporto la gente che si dice sempre mai, so che non sono solo qualcuno là fuori,
Opening day for these two teams in the Copa Libertadores, and the excitement is building. Stay with us, we'll have all the action live on EA TV. And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me here on the commentary box for complete coverage is Lee Dixon. And on the menu, an appetising dish, a CONMEBOL Libertadores first group stage game. Every reason to believe this will be exciting, Lee.
Well, thanks, Derek. This tournament means so much to the fans in South America, and it means so much to these two clubs as well. I'm sure they'll be both eager to have a strong start in this group and move towards securing their spot in the knockout rounds.
Here is the lineup for the hosts today. And there is a certain art to the way they play. It's all about defending with distinction and then playing on the counter-attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Play to your strengths. If you're good at defending, you can flood the front of your back four, soak up that pressure, and then we know what they've got up top. They've got players who can hurt you on that counter-attack, and they've certainly got the direction from midfield to get the ball to them.
And introducing the visitors lineup today. And this is a formation most people in the game are very familiar with nowadays.
Yeah, most coaches are adopting this formation. What it does give you is two holding players in front of the back four to protect them, but it also gives you three supporting players to that central striker.
Well, it's terrific to have the Copa Libertadores group stage finally underway. The biggest club competition here in South America, with a rich history going back to the 60s. Lee, always a pleasure to be here commentating with you. But most importantly, who do you fancy to go all the way?
Well, probably one of the sides from Argentina or Brazil, to be honest. They've been so dominant over the last few decades, and it's hard to see past one of those powerhouses. Hopefully, we're proven wrong, and there's maybe a few upsets along the way, Derek.
Galindo. Played into the centre. Not far away at all with the volley.
Well, to catch it like that, you've got to have really good technique, and oh, so close.
Will he play it in? Now potential danger. In it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations.
Well, let's look at this again. We've all hit these in training. First time, bang in the back of the net. Look at the calmness of it. Technique, brilliant.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? One 0 then. It is a decent looking attack here. Well, they couldn't quite muster a real threat. Galindo. The cross is on. He's in behind. Tremendous block. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Arabe. And play halted, free kick given. Played in there, and you need your defender to take charge. It needs an accurate cross. And cleared away. Bodies forward, and the break looks on. Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. Fruitful looking attack. And it's come off the keeper. And a time for calm on the ball. And he read it well, intercepting it. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage. A real opening now. And delivered into the box. It might still be problematic. And there it is! A two-goal cushion now, and they just need to keep the concentration.
Well, here's the replay, and there'll be a few accusing glances after that clearance. Giving away the ball there is criminal, and at this level, quite honestly, you get punished.
It's going their way, 2-0. Well, not covering himself in glory defensively. Determined defending. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. They need to get bodies back. Will he finish? Ideal for the goalkeeper, for any keeper. Good defending to prevent the chance. Running with the ball confidently. He's in with a chance. A goal! And it's very much game on here.
Well, let's see the replay and look at the pace at which the counter-attack happens. And he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Beautiful pass. Losing possession here. It looks promising. Cuts it back. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. Chance to attack using width. And a decent delivery. He's got to get to that cross. Saucedo. Good visualisation and execution. Can he get them level? And oh, he's missed it. Good heavens.
Well, what a chance for an equaliser, Derek. At this level, you don't get many chances, and that was one of them.
Well, they no longer have the ball. Well, he knows he can do a lot better on the shooting front.
Well, how many times has he had that chance in training and scored? On that occasion, all over the place.
They couldn't maintain possession. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. An attack full of promise. Galindo. Could play it in. Here's Galindo. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. Well, they'll be happy to have regained possession. And the emphasis is on creativity. Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising. Well, just watching him closely throughout this game, it seems to me that he's being constantly overrun. What's your take on his performance, Lee?
Well, I feel for him today, I really do. It's one of those days in the office, a bad day, I'm afraid. He's one of the reasons they're behind in this game. He's not performing well at all today.
Galindo. It's opening up for them. It's in! They're looking really relaxed and confident, and not giving the opposition much of a look in.
Well, we see it again here, and the pace and accuracy of this passing is a dream. And you have to say, with a finish to grace any game, lovely, calm, classy strike right there.
Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. And beyond the last defender, offside. Cabrera. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Couldn't keep it. A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. No card, but the referee clearly stating that's the last warning. A terrific defending to stop them progressing. Read it well. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. You've certainly got... The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Well, that's not textbook defending. And he might be through here. And a goal here! There it is! They've done it!
Well, here's the replay. It's a very neat piece of deception to get past the defender. And he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal.
3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? Well, they've lost the ball. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Beautifully timed. Now, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Well, that wasn't a million miles away.
No, it was close. It was a decent effort. They'll keep plugging away, I'm sure.
Saucedo. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. A sloppy pass. Illegal play, and hence a free kick. Well, he did his job defensively. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Fruitful looking attack. Oh, it might be. Oh, and it goes! Now they're level. Who saw this coming? Incredible!
Well, here it is again. He does so well to slip past his man, left him stranded. There's still a lot of work to be done, but the keeper presents the near post on a plate, and he's punished. That's quite remarkable.
Saucedo. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. Saucedo with it. Arabe has it. Went in strongly to win the ball. This might be ideal for the counter. A real opening now. Well, simple for the keeper. Making progress. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. And possession given away. Space and time for the cross. And the keeper taking care of the situation. Oh, that's a fine pass. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. And the counter-attack is on, options available. And it looked like open road for them, but up a dead end. An alert intervention. It's opening up for them. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Salcedo. Here's Galindo. Oh, great vision. And making sure nothing untoward happened following the cross. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Gives it a go. Well, a powerful effort, but he couldn't quite keep the shot down.
Well, Derek, just look at those stats. You have to say it's been a brilliant game up to now. Chances both ends. Hopefully that's not a commentator's curse.
And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. Giving the ball away. Salcedo. Plenty of options. Just the challenge that was required. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Well, an example of a counter-attack that went nowhere. And he's broken free. Oh, what a timely save with the match level.
Yeah, that looked like the winner, Derek. No one else in sight, but the keeper had other ideas.
And over comes the corner. Not to be this time. But it can't get all the way through. Well, the teams are level, and every corner counts at this juncture. Over it comes. Well, you're not going to bamboozle the goalkeeper with a corner like that. Only 5 minutes left for play, and tension galore with the teams locked together. Chance to cross. Well, the keeper won't be complaining about that cross. Poor quality. A really top-notch piece of defending. Galindo did well to win the ball back. On the attack, is there to be late drama? Must take the lead here, but it can't get through. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. He's given us away. And that will be all for this evening. It is a share of the points on match day 1, Lee.
Well,
dancing in your eyes. So how do I begin to tell you now that I can be the one to bring your angel out in this life of sin? I can be your muse, I can be your ally, I can be your moon, I can be your sacrifice, I can be forever lit.
ella. having fun.